Hello, so this is Billie Jo. So this pick a card reading is messages from your higher self. So, of course, I always have three piles, I usually do. And all information, timestamps, information on how to get a reading and everything else, all that is down in the description box. So the three different piles, we have pile number 1, 2, and 3. Again, that's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on the camera stand, and then I'll show you what decks I used. Okay, so the different decks I used the Crystals Stone deck, the Syrian Starseed Tarot, Whispers of Healing Oracle cards, Karma cards, Heal Yourself reading cards, and Sacred Power reading cards. So, if you need more time to choose your pile, go ahead and pause the video. I'm fixing to go ahead and get started with those that picked option number 1. Okay, if you chose pile option number 1, hello, thank you so much for joining me. So, your pile. So, the first card you got is from the Crystals, the Stone deck. And this is Bismuth. Okay, I think I pronounced that right. Y'all know I don't pronounce anything right. But I think it's so beautiful. I don't actually have any bismuth, but it's just one of those stones that I think is just really lovely. So it says what it is: an iridescent crystalline metal with a stair-step structure that forms when liquid bismuth cools. Bismuth's energy is focusing, conductive, and awakening. Who needs it? The easily distracted, burners, people who are very bored. Where to put it? On your desk in Silicon Valley and in your utility belt in Black Rock City. When to use it? For those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill. Lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or 1,000,000 powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. Then break out of tired gray thought patterns and get en route to a more colorful, energized life. Rewrite your code with rainbows. So, let me just kind of push. So the thing about bismuth, of course, it is a stone of transformation. Like it said, it's in a metal. It relieves symptoms of isolation, both spiritually and emotionally. And this is by pushing you to change into the right direction, to help you get your compass in working order, so to speak. And then we have, we have the Seeker of Chalices. These are beautiful cards by the, it's called the Syrian Starseed Tarot. And we have the Eight of Flames. Abundance. Lightning. In the third house. Courage. And number 22, breathe. So, let me go just 1 second. Okay, I wanted to pause the video there while those sirens are going by, because they tend to get a little loud. Okay, so The Seeker of Chalices. So, those that picked this pile, you're still going through awakening, because the Seeker is someone who's seeking more knowledge. You're probably still maneuvering the highs and the lows of your vibration in connection to the emotions you're experiencing, in your avatar or your human vessel. I love this card. Look, it's just so beautiful. She's got all that energy just flowing all around her. You also may be an empath, associate as an empath, feeling all the emotions, the highs and the lows all around you. And sometimes as an empath, that it can be hard to navigate that. We have the Eight of Flames. The Eight of Flames. It's like your creative fire has been ignited through your highs and lows. You're fired up and excited about everything you're learning, and you're ready to seize the moment, so to speak. And then we have Abundance. So, this is telling me that your creativity is explosive, and anything is possible right now. So you're learning to flow through your creativity and allow abundance to be birthed into your life. And this can be done through love, just pure, absolute, unconditional, pure-hearted love. We have Lightning. I love this card. It is so beautiful. Look at all those colors in there. So the book, let's see what the book says about lightning, because I'm not real familiar with all these cards here, so I'm going to read to you. It talks about sudden changes and challenges ahead, and it's a card of telling you to be cautious, a force to be reckoned with. The beautiful Egyptian goddess Isis brings love and awakening of spirit by breaking old chains and shattering outdated belief systems. Isis opens your heart to receive true love and healing through empowerment and movement. You must shift old perceptions and evolve like the caterpillar. Anything that is outdated and no longer serving you needs to be shed now. This awakening is powerful and confronting. To shift stuck karmic debris, subconscious patterns, and emotional DNA, you must crack your hard exterior with energy direct from source. This intense moment may feel as if your heart is breaking. However, for you to achieve new levels of love, you must break concrete beliefs that have held you back. Address any issues surrounding grief and loss with professional assistance. Breakthroughs are now possible. Isis is the gatekeeper of this love energy and requests the presence of your soul to accept this new integration. This expansion of your heart will intensify how you feel and share love with others. Adjusting to a new level of love, you will connect more deeply with others and see their heart in all its beauty. Right now, you must take action. You must push forth with passion. Open yourself to new ideas and meaningful conversations. Get out there and meet people. Social activities are a highlight right now. A new person is about to enter your life on a soul level. Unexpected arrivals create warmth and compassion as you learn to accept differences with appreciation, love, and tolerance. Old ideas and loyalties will be challenged as you break away from emotional and physical restrictions. Do what you love with purpose. Life is worth living. True, long-lasting soul growth creates universal expansions that go far beyond our earthly limits. Your affirmation with this card states, I am ready to take action now. The power of love sets my soul free as I grow with gratitude. So that's a beautiful message from the Sacred Power reading cards. And then you have, of course, you have in the third house. So in the third house, it's all about how you communicate with the world around you. Okay, your ideas, how you think, with, of course, your community, with your family, with your peers, with your coworkers. And we have the number 30, courage. Now, courage it talks about courage requires you to fearlessly stride ahead despite the challenges you're experiencing. So it's like that energy with the empath, in the third house, and it's talking about communicating. You may be communicating and interpreting things through the energy. So the thing about the courage card, it says, whether you are afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are. You need to make a decision and move forward with belief, trust, and boldness. Give it your all no matter the outcome. Despite what you have been telling yourself, you are ready for new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to face life's challenges. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. Every blessing has a challenge, and every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to explore both. Whilst there may be difficult moments ahead, keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best. You're being asked to gather the courage to be who you truly are and to stand strong for your convictions. So, the thing about this is, of course, this does tell you that you are going through a transformation. This kind of reminds me of the Hermit in the regular tarot, because he's got his lantern up, right? And he's going in the darkness. He's seeking for clarification. And here she is. She's down here. She's like in fear, and he's having the courage to face the unknown. So, have that courage to face the unknown, because, you're being called to move forward at this time. You have the number 22, which is breathe. And this is in the, the Whispers of Healing deck. And it says, when negativity surrounds you, create a space where you can take a few minutes of reprieve to regain rationality. Close your eyes and take a slow, deliberate breath. Visualize love and positive energy coming to you with each breath in. Imagine you are releasing fear every time you exhale. Take a moment now to practice breathing techniques. This can help you feel replenished. With effort, try to make your breaths a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. Longer, deeper breaths have a direct effect on your nervous system. It is human to take shallow breaths when you are in tense situations. Feel how much healing you can experience by being mindful of your breathing. Mermaids and mammals in the ocean must surface to take a breath. This card comes as a perfectly timed reminder for you to stop for breath. When you learn to take long, slow, deep breaths, life takes on a new quality. You may be more able to appreciate the beauty around you. The mermaid reaches for the surface of the ocean, just as you reach to break the surface of old patterns. You can transform an aspect of your life by slowing down and breathing deeply. As you understand and comprehend this message, did you stop to take a breath deep into your stomach and slowly release it? If not, do so now. So this is your message from your higher self. is that you are being shifted. You're being called for higher purpose. Right now, you're still learning, but in your learning process, you're being called to have courage, because you may be facing all these highs and lows that's caused by, the people around you. And their energy does affect you. So when they're in a lower vibration, be mindful to stop and do your breath work. And if you're feeling called to like move to a different job or some kind of new location, do know that there's a purpose for it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile option number 2. Okay, those of you that chose pile option number 2. So this stone, let me just call it this stone. No, not right. So this is called, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. I'm going to give it my all, but I'm positive that it will be incorrect. Chrysoprase something. So, I mean, it's so beautiful. I'm just going to say the beautiful stone here. So what it is, it's hypnotic green, beautiful stone. Chrysoprase is a rare stone with a heavy helping of nickel, hence its mesmerizing verdant hue. Who needs it? Explorers searching for the fountain of youth. Where to put it? Squeeze chrysoprase against your heart and tell your inner child how much you love them. Then cry forever. When to use it? When it's time to forgive. That person who hurt you most, your parents, and most of all, yourself. You are not a doormat. You are an evolved being. When you feel like giving up on love, chrysoprase gives you the green light to keep going. It says, grow from your heart out. I'm just going to put that right there. So let me just go ahead and say this now. The thing about this stone is it does promote love of truth. It promotes optimism and personal insight. It stimulates acceptance of oneself and others. So let's see what other cards you have here. I don't think I have one of those, so that's why I don't have it out here. So we have Divine Justice. This is from the Syrian Starseed Tarot. We have Seven of Flames. Ascension. Then from the Sacred Power reading cards, we have Rest. From the Karma cards, we have In Sagittarius. Then from the Heal Yourself cards, we have two cards, actually. Number 28, Love. And the number 19, Temptation. Maybe having some temptation. And then from the Whispers of Healing deck, we have number 19, Answers Within. Okay, so let's see here. So with the Ascension card, so here she is holding these scales, right? I called it Ascension cards, Divine Justice. I'm sorry. So with the Divine Justice, this talks about how, how can you learn to trust that the universe is unfolding, exactly as it should. This talks about, telling you that it's not happening for you. is, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. You aspire to be pure, impartial, and balanced. Yet you feel like you're lacking. And I'm hearing, this may resonate for somebody. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I'm hearing only God can judge me. So, and it's like, but, at the same time, it's like, how often do you unjustly judge yourself? For some reason, that's the message I'm picking up with that card. Then we have the Seven of Flames with this beautiful belly dancer, right? So this is a card about being on the defensive. And so you are in a defensive, this is definitely a defensive energy here. It seems that everyone is against you. You need to get, and this talks about you need to get a better picture, a clearer picture on how to share your passion and vision. Exercise compassion for yourself and others. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. So, and especially for yourself. Because you're the one judging yourself, it feels like. You're being defensive, but at the same time, you're the one judging yourself. You're your hardest critic. So we have Ascension. This pretty much tells me that karma will be resolved. Because you're integrating both the feminine energy and the masculine energy within yourself. Okay? So you are ascending. So then we have the Rest card. And this is in the Sacred Power deck. So the Rest card says that rest and relaxation will recharge your energy and spirit. I know that when I am getting overwhelmed, I tend to get offended easily. My vibration lowers, especially when I'm exhausted. And I know lots of times I get very depressed. I start holding anger. And it's all because I really need that rest. So this card says, dolphins are extremely intelligent and intuitive mammals. They are a symbol of peace and harmony and are cooperative, nurturing, and community-oriented. They protect vulnerable members of their social group against predators. Their energy is soft, gentle, and high in vibration, which supports energy alignment and shifts in spiritual consciousness. See, this pile right here totally makes sense with me. Because usually those that watch my channel know that I laugh a lot. I am usually very high vibrational. However, I do work a full-time job at a hospital. Plus, I come home and I'm a Mimi. I got my grandbabies. And I record the videos for the YouTube channel, and I do private readings. So there are times that I get exhausted. And when my energy lowers, my vibration lowers as well. So this totally makes sense to me. It talks about you tend to see the best in everyone. However, your friendliness can often be used against you. That is so true. People can take advantage of your good nature, not reciprocating your time and generosity. Take a strong moral stance and don't be afraid to do what you believe in. Speak your mind and be fearless with your approach. The dolphins ask you to rest and remove yourself from negative situations, stresses, and conflicts. They encourage you to bring joy and harmony back into your life again because you have become way too serious. Be playful and have some fun. Keeping a sense of humor as you grow into adulthood can be challenging. Learn to laugh at your mistakes. Mistakes are the best teachers. Now is the time to free yourself of anything that is holding you back from complete joy. The only way you can change your energetic vibration is through action. Self-preservation is key right now. Your body needs rest and time away from your current environment. Pay attention to your instincts now because your soul needs nourishment. Take the time to recharge your spirit and life force energy with a holiday or maybe just a break. Maybe a break away from your current environment I know right now my coworker's on furlough, and I keep telling everybody that as soon as she comes back, honey, this girl right here, I'm taking a 2-week vacation. I'm not even playing. I've already been looking at taking trips to Morocco. I'm just like, me and Brittany's already talked about it. I am so ready to go. The energy, of this dolphin emphasizes also the need for self-care. How can you take care of others if you aren't taking care of yourself? So stop putting the needs of others before your own and take control of your own health now. You need to listen to your own advice. Ouch. That's all I'm going to say is ouch. The affirmation on this card says, I create joy within the center of my being. I give myself permission to rest and relax with ease. So that's a great message with this pile. So, and then in the karma cards we have in Sagittarius. So this talks about you being in the process of learning the difference between love, and temptation, which is funny because the next two cards are love and temptation. Wow. True love starts with self-love, unconditional acceptance of yourself. And once you reach that, you will no longer be tempted by anything less than the highest form of love. So, Sagittarius talks about having insights and being able to comprehend and understand, holding wisdom. And your perception and your insight and your intuition is stronger when you rest. So lots of times, like, I got a personal reading from Walu Child, and I love her channel. I love her because, honey, she's going to tell you like it is. And I have the utmost respect for that. And, that's how I am with my personal reads. I'm going to tell you what I see, even if you don't want to hear it. Because, why would I sugarcoat it? And in the reading, she was like telling me that pretty much the issue was me. She was just telling me exactly what it was. She was telling me all about myself, and you know what? It was great. It was absolutely wonderful. And sometimes we really need to put ourselves in check because the problem usually is with ourselves. Of course, now for you, and what she was getting on to me about, though, in reference to this in Sagittarius, what I'm picking up, but in regards to me was, I wasn't listening to what Spirit was telling me, which is true. I was like, I'll give someone else advice about what Spirit is saying. But lots of times, I myself am going to argue with Spirit about my own stuff, knowing that Spirit and Source, and our spirit guides and the angels and everything, they all have a higher perspective than we do. But yet, I'm like, it's my life. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. So I had to get some rest, which is exactly what I needed. So next we have the number 28, which is love. And this is the Heal Yourself cards. And the love card talks about letting go of your limiting beliefs about love. Ouch. So your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. This talks about being at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear, in particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and willing to connect to others. If you have been holding on to past pain, then it is time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good. Whenever you see people loving each other, and know this is coming to you in a form of love of a lifetime, or even just an incredible friendship. And then you also had temptation. So temptation, it talks about life is full of temptations, and right now you're being asked to choose the higher path. Your need to prove that you are worthy and important is clouding your true purpose and tempting you to make wrong decisions. I wish that I would have done this reading last week or the week before, because this last week I really screwed up with my divine masculine, because I was just all in my feels, and I changed my number, y'all, and I was like so upset, but I will tell you, I could not ghost him. I can't. There's no way that I could do that, because he really, truly, he's the most amazing person ever. And he's so patient with me and so caring, and he knows exactly how to encourage me and help me grow. And because I call him my divine masculine, but in honesty, I am the divine masculine energy and the connection, and he carries the divine feminine energy, and he's nurturing and nourishing and amazing. He's got this unconditional love, and of course, as the masculine energy, and I'm going to blame it on the full moon, y'all. I'm going to blame it on the full moon, because it's full moon with an eclipse. And because today that I'm recording this video is July the 5th. And, with those energies, as they built up towards the full moon, irritated and irritable, and plus I'm going to be honest and real with y'all, because most of y'all are female that watch my channel. So I always start on a full moon, my monthly moon cycle. And so I get very emotional. And I was all in my feels and did that. And you know what? I ended up, after I changed my number, I ended up texting this big old huge thing. So, number one, I gave him my number. But when he did call me, and he was like, I wish you would get out of your head. I'm a logical thinking person. I get stuck in my head, but you know what? It's a good thing. So this temptation for you, whatever it is for you, mine was like that codependency need of, and I'm vulnerable with y'all. Y'all's my, if I can't relate to y'all, then what am I doing reading for you? And my issues was past pain, and that need to be validated, to be loved and needed, and not receiving that. But it's not that he was withholding anything. So let me make that clear. Is that it was a trigger that I needed to go through. Because if I don't get triggered, just like I tell y'all, if you don't get triggered from whatever this is, mine was the need for him to validate that he loves me and that I'm worthy of his love and his affections, because I've been buried so much pain from the past that it all boiled up. And it's a good thing, because it helped heal me. The problem is that now I am trying and hoping that we can heal this together, because it just kind of hit him unexpectedly, and it was wrong for me to absolutely, now he's like, damn, she ghosted my number? Like, what the fuck? So, I mean, and I'm sharing that with you so you may possibly relate as you going through something similar with that, because this is the total energy that I'm picking up. And then, of course, your final card from the Whispers of Healing is this Answers Within. It's the number 19. And it says, don't look externally for the source of your problems. When you feel triggered, see, there's that word, triggered, or distressed, look within. You may have been conditioned to place blame on others or on your circumstances. Realize there is no one against you. I needed this last week. I will say that changing my number, I am not having any more spam texts or phone calls. That is a blessing. And I was able to heal and transform and change my focus on my spiritual growth rather than my need for validation. So it says, no one is looking to hurt you. Dissect what is going on for you, what it is that you are really feeling. Break out of limiting patterns. As you overcome the cause, you will diminish the effects. Create space each day where you can take an emotional inventory. Find a place to sit quietly and relax your mind. Ask yourself questions. Take note of any new insights that emerge during this process. Examining yourself and your role in a situation will help you become more self-aware. So slow your roll, okay? Don't be like me. Soul searching and listening to a trusted friend can lead you to your best answer. You will recognize the right answer for you as it will feel uplifting. You might be able to see a positive solution for all involved. You will feel inspired and comforted as you listen to your own wisdom. A fairy rides on a rose high above the landscape. She holds a candle that represents the four main archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. The candle reflects the light glowing in your soul. Green is connected to health, wellness, and happiness. The sweet smell of the rose induces a feeling of calm. The fairy's beautiful wings lend emphasis to the freedom of your soul. You can rise above the situation and transform as you do so. All things are constantly moving, developing, and changing. Trust the cycle of change you are currently in as you emerge with more awareness. And I love that word trust. It's resonating in me right now, because just as a finality, as I was telling you about the story about my mess up this week, I have learned to completely trust my masculine, my king, because he's worthy of that. And I trust myself, where I wasn't trusting myself before. I'm learning to trust myself. Things happen, triggers happen, and they're a good thing. If you're being triggered lately, do know it's for your own good. It's for your best interest, your highest good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile option number 3. Okay, those of you that chose pile option number 3, thank you so much for joining me. So the first card we have is from the Crystals, the Stone deck. So this is Smoky Quartz. I love this in this card. I would love to have a stone. You know, I have a Smoky Quartz. I do. Where is it? Well, I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere in my little treasure trove here. But it's amethyst. Anyways. So, I like this one. Mine don't look like that because this, it kind of looks like a bumblebee to me. And I love bumblebees. But the Smoky Quartz, it says what it is. Ranging from almost clear to nearly black, Smoky Quartz pairs the clarity-inducing vibes of clear stones with the protective do not cross over this line vibes of black ones. Who needs it? Glass half empty types, space cadets. Where to put it? On a chain around your neck or hidden in your pocket whenever you're certain to find difficult people in your path. Family dinner tables, conference rooms, subway cars. When to use it? When you fall prey to emotional vampires. When you're just too spacey and can't even. When you're embarking on a spiritual journey or a journey to pick up your dry cleaning. Extra points if you're thinking, what's the difference? Arm your spiritual warrior. So, Smoky Quartz. So this teaches you to leave behind what no longer serves you. It helps you to alleviate stress and suicidal tendencies. And, you know, it's about, you know, the ambivalence about the Smoky Quartz, about being trapped. You know, this also has to do with releasing those feelings of feeling trapped or incarcerated. It enhances sexual virality and cleanses the base chakra. So, because it just, I don't know, it's just so pretty, that one and that card. So your cards that you have from the Syrian Starseed Tarot, we have the Chariot. So I've never quite ever seen a Chariot card like this before. That is so beautiful to me. And then you have the Sage of Orbs, the Six of Flames, Sound. You may like to listen to music to uplift your vibration. We have in Scorpio, the number 21, Healing. And then also we have the number 9, Triggers. Okay, so with the Chariot, I love this card. But in this deck, it talks about you having challenges, and whatever you're going through right now, they do require action, because the Chariot is an action card. You are, you know, it's like you're a spirit warrior, and as you learn to navigate the dark and light aspects of yourself, you're going to begin to harness forward-focused mind thinking. You know, this encourages you to stay determined and goal-oriented to achieve victory in whatever you're moving forward to. Then we have the Sage of Orbs. So this is a divine feminine energy, or like the yin of air. And those that resonate with this, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's just the energy. So the energy of this reading is telling me that this is a divine feminine energy. And of course, yin of air. Air has to do with your communication. So it talks about your communication being key to assisting in illuminating resolutions and expressing those ideas to others. So as the divine feminine energy, whatever it is you're trying to move forward in and, gain clarity in is going to take, the key to that is communication. Communicating, your ideas, communicating your wants, your desires, your expectations. And then we have the Six of Flames. Six of Flames, as a warrior, you're going to be, you will take the lead in any given situation because this is victory. You're going to bring balance into the into the field, of confusion. Where there was confusion and maybe something that happened, you will find victory, especially after communication. And it's going to bring light into whatever the situation is. I am sensing for some of you that does have to do with a love or soulmate connection. That is not everybody, but with some of you that does, resonate in that situation. Then we have the Sound card. I love this because when I look at this card, it's making me think of, like when I need to raise my vibration, I listen to frequency tones, binaural beats. It's however you resonate with raising your vibration. It may be listening to your favorite genre of music. This card in this deck, it talks about move to your own rhythm. Express yourself creatively. Sound is a form of energy which resonates deep within our soul. It can inspire us to go beyond expectations, or it can assist us through times of sadness, moving us on a deep emotional level and transcending individuals, groups, communities, and cultures. From the beginning, our mother's heartbeat had the potential to soothe, calm, and settle us within the womb. Music is a consistent factor in our life. Most of us listen to some form of music every day. As a powerful medicine, music supports relaxation, communication, healing, and enjoyment. Sound can energize or relax you. It can support you through bad times or inspire you to move beyond your own limits. Music is the universal language of the soul. It inspires and aligns the self with its own style. What does yours say about you? What are the words you repeat out loud and use within your inner voice? Does this accurately represent you or your soul? Music identifies mood, so pay attention. Right now, you are heavily influenced by music. Lyrics are powerful. Words spoken and heard with repetition impact the psyche. You're being encouraged to evaluate your choice of communication with yourself and others. What and who are you choosing to listen to? Much like life, music is organized chaos. It can either be beautiful or a potential disaster. It is time now to organize your life. Set future goals and plans to support a positive lifestyle. Assess your voice and your tone with others. Are you miscommunicating your emotions to your partner, children, family, friends, or work colleagues? Education and learning new skills is possible now when you are open to creative methods and are bringing new life to projects and career options. Stagnant energy can be transmuted easily through artistic and musical expression. Sketch, draw, paint, sing, dance, or play an instrument to support creativity and breathe new life into old energy. Your affirmation with this card, it says, I listen to create power within me. I resonate with the beat of the universe. So that's beautiful. And then you have in Scorpio. So in Scorpio, so it's like you're gifted at getting to the heart of whatever matter it is. You're gifted at finding out the secrets. And of course on the card it says the secrets of. This talks about purification to resurrect, resulting from the power of blah blah. So the thing about Scorpio energy, it is a transitional energy. That's why lots of times in the regular tarot, it's Scorpio energy is represented as the death card. Then you have the number 21, healing. So some of you have went through something, maybe even this week, maybe here recently, something, past couple weeks, that's really caused you some hurt and pain and has made you had to stop and think. The healing card, it says that illness and pain in your body is a message for you to slow down. Look within and make important changes. So you may have issues in physical ailments going on right now. If you're experiencing stress, feel overwhelmed, or suffering ailments in your body, or feel exhausted and depressed, it means that your body is trying to communicate with you. Your body wants you to start treating it in a more loving manner and listening to the messages it is sending you. You need to become conscious of the areas in your life that you are avoiding or suppressing. Healing takes time. It is a process. Your first step towards healing is to create a safe, loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your inner wisdom. And then your last card you have is the number 9, triggers. Woo, triggers. It says, the occurrences or circumstances in your life may affect you on a deep level and be stored in your memory as wounds or triggers. Your ego can become defensive due to the emotional wounds you carry with you. Once a wrongdoing has happened in your life, it cannot be undone, but you choose how to handle the outcome. There is no single situation you cannot overcome. You can detach from the triggers, but you must have the will and desire to do so. Authentic healing means accepting past trauma, sadness, depression, and disappointments. From here, you can choose to accept responsibility for your emotions and your triggers. When you neutralize the stories from your past, they lose their grip on your present happiness. Holding on to pain limits your ability to live life to the fullest. It is time to disconnect the switch and stop allowing a past situation to control your current actions. The bubbles in this image represent memories and stories from the past. Once they no longer have energy or trigger you, they will pop and disappear. The sun rises on the horizon, reminding you that you have a new day in which you create anything you want. The warmth of the sun supplies extra love to you. The ocean and rivers bring flow, gentleness, and friendship to help you release what no longer serves you. You are being challenged to live in this moment. So remember, when you're being triggered, that's when we're being told to live in the now. We should heal those triggers from our past. The past is no longer relevant. It's over and done with. And the future has not happened yet. So remember to live in the now. So I hope you really enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.